Whoa, woo! It's smoking up in here. I just put some white copal on this charcoal and it is smoking up in here. However, I love the smell of white copal. I love scent and incense and things that can burn, that smell good. And I have a friend of mine who has a fantastic shop here in Hawaii, and I picked up some new incense, which I love. And I love white copal. I love copal. Anytime I'm in Central America or Mexico, that's where I source my copal. However, what's up? Where are you? What were you thinking about me? Please send it to me because I may need it. Today has been, I said yesterday was a character building day. So thank you, Counselor Cat Mom. I hope the thought was with laughter or joy of some sort. Please share what you thought of me because that's beautiful. So my character building day. I say there are no bad days. There's character building days. I get to choose how I react. And if I'm choosing to show up as this, as someone who is incessantly positive, incessantly able to step back and reassess and give a response, not react, then that's how I have to show up. So yesterday, I went to make a call, and in fact, I didn't even try to make a call. I was on my phone on my bike, and I saw it wasn't connected. I said, what the heck is going on with my phone? Well, what I was unaware of is, yes, I was on a family plan with my parents and my sister, and we had discussed that I was being removed, which I wanted to be removed. However, I wasn't told that that was the day. So as I was out, I found out I was without a phone number, without connectivity, and this was about midday, which was a shock, a bit of a surprise. However, okay. Okay, I just don't have a phone. Thank you for liking and sharing the live because you know it always gets great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love to hear these things, Counselor Cat Mom, because I'm in this thing called life just like you. And at times I'm thinking, what am I doing? What is happening? Oh, matter of fact, this is what I do. This is why I say positive. Look at these earrings. They are goldfish in a bag. Have you ever seen anything so cute? What's up, Johnny Fry? Oh my gosh. I saw these earrings, and I'll get to the story about these earrings, but oh my gosh. Look how cute. This is how I say so positive. Did you? You should have bought them, Nick. You should have bought them because they just make me happy. They make me smile. They're eclectic. I don't see them, and I like these things. I like things like these, and I'll show you the others I bought. So I'm on my bike. I'm consigning. I got rid of all of my clothes except for the things that I love because I'm in a transition and nothing is resonating with me. So if I don't love it, it's gone. It was either donated to Goodwill or I consign. And some things I can't consign here. If anyone is in the is looking for a vintage Karl Lagerfeld runway piece, Chanel knit dress that is French size 38, DM me because I have one available. They weren't able to take any of my high-end vintage. I also have a vintage from the 70s Christian Dior hanging bag. So it's where you hang all your clothes and travel with. Now they have it in the new Christian Dior print, but this is from the 70s, and I bought it at a vintage spot in Milano a couple years ago, and I'm willing to get rid of it. I don't know if anyone would like it. However, if you would, DM me, because I am looking to rid myself of that. There's some other vintage things. However, if you're in the mood for high-end vintage, DM me. No way! You know, I am very connected in that way, Counselor Cat Mom. And I love that you're a cat mom. Someone just offered me a cat 2 days ago that I may take. So, yeah, well, you do now. It's not wild. My dad said nothing is a coincidence. So I'm on my bike. I have no phone service. It just says SOS. I go to drop my stuff at the consignment spot and then go to my phone carrier. So I go to my phone carrier and they say, oh, yeah, this has been canceled. You actually don't have a number. You don't have a account at all. And I said, okay. Right. Okay. All right. So I am the solution. This is getting figured out. What can I do in this moment to start this process? Because I was unaware that this has even happened. However, I utilize my phone for business, and I somewhat need it. And the individual at the phone service carrier place said, well, you can call the family member and they would have to reinstate you on the plan and then release you for financial responsibility for you to keep that number. Otherwise, we have to start the process all over, because as of now, you just don't exist, which I said, okay, right. This is where everything that I speak about comes into practice. Because imagine this was you. Several individuals, this would derail their whole day. I don't know, clarification 23 LVJ. Because now I no longer, not only do I not have a working number, I just don't have a phone at all, so I have to redo the process. During this process, I had to reach out to my 76-year-old father, which I said, you know what, this isn't it. I believe life wants me to listen today. Because it takes a little bit more for my father to rectify these things and for him to call, and it's okay. If my sister is not available to assist, I'm going to take this as life wanting me to listen and life wanting me to pay attention. This is why I currently do not have the phone number or phone or anything. I have a phone, but at this time it's just not working. So while I'm in the phone carrier space, okay, I'll be here. 2 people come in. One lady says, I love the color of your hair. I love it. I love it. I love it. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they begin speaking to me. The gentleman goes on to inform me of an event that is happening here on Monday on the island of Hawaii where I live. And we just begin speaking because he also woke up and had no service with his phone. This gentleman lives full-time in Thailand and is here visiting for a couple of months while he's in this area of the world. So we begin to talk because I talk to everyone. And I said, you know, I'm going to take this as a sign from the universe or God or whatever will be labeled, that today is for me not to reach out or for someone to reach me. Maybe today is for me just to reach myself. Because, what's up, King? Because this has become a nuisance. At this point, I'm in the phone carrier and breathing deeply. I go sit down and I say, thank you, Melanin the goddess. I said that out. I said that, oh, are you all right? Are you okay? Tell me, update me, please. That's what I took it as, because there was all of these things. Okay, they need to call to reinstate the line, and once it's reinstated, then we'll release it. If not, we have to give you a new number. Because I said, you know what? It will get done, just not today. Yeah, it will get done, just not today. And I had shared with this on one of my lives where I start saying out loud, hey, correct those words. You're healing. You're not sore as hell. You are great. You are alive. You have learned. You are healing rapidly because your body is responsive. Come on, King. Thank you. Yes, everything happens for a reason. And Melanin the goddess. Let me add on to this. This is how deep it is. And I have my copal. I'm just going to... prior to me stopping there, I stopped at a friend of mine's shop, and she has, I love white copal. I love scent. And it's very clearing, and it's healing, and it opens the space. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. As well as like these, and I'll talk about this. So, as I was there, I was saying, I have the solution. There's something for me to learn from this. This is all working in my favor. I am present and I am listening. And I'm just saying this out loud in the phone carrier office, because I could have taken, there's always the choice. There's the choice of, this is frustrating. No one can call me. I can't call anyone. I'm losing money, but deals can't. No, to me, everything's working out perfectly. So there's something for me to learn from this. Life, the universe wants me to listen. I am listening. I am aiding in my patience. I am calm, cool, and collected. I have calm, organized thoughts. And I am the solution. There is everything I need is with me. And as I'm saying this out loud, this couple comes in. And so the couple starts, oh gosh, yeah, suggestions. Tell me what you like to do. And then I'll throw out some suggestions, because I always got a suggestion. The first vacation can be with yourself. A vacation doesn't need to be away from where you currently live. It can be within your mind. However, let me know what you like to do. Do you like to be outside? Do you like to party? Do you like to drink? Do you like to eat? Do you want a beautiful hotel to stay in? Do you want cultural experiences? Is money a factor? You got to give me something. Okay, King? So the couple is talking to me, saying how my hair is beautiful and my energy is beautiful and all of these things. And I said, thank you for speaking to me, because my sister canceled my phone plan, and I just actually was unaware. However, what I'm learning in this moment is that my presence is the most important. And things can wait. Things can wait. So the gentleman begins to tell me he's also a speaker and a life coach, and he lives in Thailand, but he's here visiting. I said, great. In this moment, since we are on this spiritual element, what words can you share with me? I did not say I'm frustrated. I said, what can you share with me in this moment? Because my belief is, if you are aware or on that plane, that spiritual plane or religious plane or just human plane, you would be able to understand and give the words. If someone says, what can you share with me in this day? I would typically get quiet and put my hand over my heart and it would come. I'm finding it's like my superpower. Please continue to like the live and share it because it's going to get better. So he said, I don't remember what he said. He said something that was, it allowed a release of tears to come to my eyes because I will share with you, I am going through a lot of transitions and they're beautiful and I've done it before. So I know how it works and I know that transitions, I just roll with the transition. When I feel the need to restrict and change an outcome, I realize for me, that's not the most beneficial for the transition. The transition is there for the transition to happen, not for me to say it has to be X, Y, and Z. And that learning, what's up, Jazzy Tones? And that learning of release and that learning of surrender and that learning of truly everything is working out for me. Truly, I am doing everything that I am here to do. Truly, I have done the work. Truly, it is already done. It's not for me to say it's not. The timing is off. I don't get to name the timing. I know it's done. I know it's working in my favor. I know that. And that's the element of faith that I will firmly plant my feet in. And I'm reminded of that. And I'm sharing this because, listen, I'm doing this now professionally. I have to do this. I have to live my work. Thank you. What else is there? I'll think of, there's a lot. There's a lot. And I have your question and I will respond to you, King, about where you need to go. However, as the gentleman is sharing this with me, I'm having an expression of tears come out of my eyes because let me get this thought out, King. Because it touched me and I'm truly on a journey. I'm truly deeply in this journey to aid with my voice, this journey to aid in this thing that I believe is beneficial in some way, in this journey to say, nah, I'm doing it my way, like Frank Sinatra or Jay, because Jay-Z said I did it my way. In this journey to create what I see. There's individuals that speak of it and how easy it is. And I believe it is easy. It's just allowing that transition. Transitions are difficult. When you choose to go out and build something and you step away from, let's say, your occupation or your job that is what you would call secure, I don't have a belief of anything being secure. And especially with the pandemic, that was the example, because, and this is specifically within the US, because in other countries it's completely different. But if you choose to pursue something, you got to put everything into it. And then what do you do when things aren't paid? And what do you do when the eviction notice comes? And what do you do when you got to go to court to say, well, I was trying, I'm walking in faith and the money's coming? That is where this shows up. That is where this positivity and saying, you know what, it's working out. I don't know how. I know it is, but I can't turn around. I can't turn around now. I'm already in it. Maybe this discomfort is a part of it. Maybe this part of breaking apart is to reframe and bring together. And I shared this with these individuals randomly. And I was saying, I believe at this point I'm in the journey where things are breaking apart to come back together. And there's a beauty in that. Because only you will know. Only you will understand. Only you will say, I gotta keep going. I know stuff isn't paid. I gotta keep going. I know, man, I got an eviction note. What am I gonna do now? I can't just pick up. Maybe it's working out. That element of faith, that element of it is still working in my favor. It is always working in my favor. Even the fact that I don't currently have the phone capability, I know what I look like, King. Do I wonder what you look like? No, I don't think about that, King. Of course a man would say that. I don't visualize what you look like. This is about me, King. This ain't about you. I do not visualize what you think about. I don't even visualize you as a person. And here, to men, we're not always thinking about you, and I care about you. I love your spirit and your soul. And I don't. Have you got that here? I'm on a mission. You hear these words? You think I'm speaking these words and thinking, what does King look like? You know, King from TikTok. I've been really trying to wonder, how tall is he? Are his eyebrows arched? Does he have brown eyes? Does he wear brown loafers or black loafers? I ain't thinking about none of that, King. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you this beautiful story about what I'm finding in my life, in my journey, and you ask me if I'm thinking about what you look like? No. I'm not. Ever. Ever. I love you, King, but I'm not. I know what you look like. Okay. Because that is your thing on the thing. That's what you look like, okay? Men, y'all need to understand, women aren't always focused on you. We actually have stuff. We have our own direction in life. 100% of the time, I'm thinking about me. I can tell you that. 100% of the time. Even when I'm in a relationship. Of course, I'm caring and responsible. But the actions I make are chosen by me. And yes. So let me get back to my story before King took me away from such a poignant message. Yeah, Tisha, listen, men, you know, you guys are, haven't you heard me say, I will leave you? I've broken up with every single one of my boyfriends. It's about me. You got me on this tangent again. Women have our own directions. We got lives, we got hormones, we got goals, we got dreams, we got our faces, we got all sorts of stuff. We ain't always thinking about you. I could tell you that I'm thinking about you, but it would be a lie. You want me to tell you that? I could do that. That's the old me. The new me won't do that. Okay? Okay? I'm joking with you, King. I'm joking with you. I like you. But no, I'm not worried about what you look like, man. I'm worried about me, okay? So, you see how... thank you for liking the live. Please like the live. I am not a liar. Retract that statement. So, as I'm crying in T-Mobile, and it's just an expression of tears. It's an expression of tears because I just felt heard and seen, and that all of these breakthroughs are happening. This same gentleman, thank you, King. I love you, King. He says, Hope, I have a message for you. I said, okay, I'm open to that. He said, there's a woman, I believe it's your grandmother. She has a message. I said, thank you, King. I said, okay. He said, the one, like, I think within the past 2 weeks. I said, yeah, 2 weeks ago, she transitioned. He said, yeah, I have something to she wants me to share something with you. I said, oh, gee. See, this, the thing is, this happens to me often. I get these messages from the other side when like, I feel, when I need reassurance. Exactly, Melanin the Goddess. However, this is a reoccurring theme. So I'm okay with it and I trust it. And it's like, oh, of course. They come speak to me and then I call my mom and say, this is the message that's delivered. But how it all came together, because this gentleman woke up and his phone wasn't working. I was on my bike and saw, wait a minute, my music's not, why isn't my music what is going on? Oh, okay. Everything led us to being there. How that was perfectly planned. And then this message being delivered, and it gave me that reassurance of like, you're actually perfectly on track. You're perfectly on track. And it took me stepping back and saying, oh, okay, I am on track. There's a reason why I'm here at the same time that this person is here. There's a reason why I said, you know what? It's okay. It's Friday. There's no incessant need for me to talk to anyone or for anyone to talk to me. There's really nothing that I need to do but be as present as possible. And how often are we that present? Thank you, King. Here's the thing. What's the other option, King? The other option is I'm upset. I can't call. Nobody can call me. There may be a deal. Nah, no. Everything always works in my favor. This is perfectly placed. What do I need to see? What do I need to hear? Who do I need to be in this moment? Maybe I just don't need to do anything. Maybe that's the point. Maybe I need to be like the phone and just exist without communicating or receiving. Maybe I just need to listen to myself. Maybe there's a reason why I can't listen to my music because it's not connected. Maybe all of this is for me to be with me, exactly 1%. And being in that space of, okay, sure, I'll do this tomorrow. Today I'm listening. Today I'm present. Universe, you got me. Spirit, God, whatever you label it, I'm fully present. I'm listening. I'm thankful. I'm perfectly placed. Everything is working out. Even within discomfort, there's always comfort. Within the imperfection, it's perfection. I'm telling you, King. And I know it. That's not dangerous, but potent. Because I know it. Exactly. Yes, 1%. And having that person speak to me and then me saying, okay, all right. I'm stepping back. There's no need to, okay. I'm going to do something for myself. And that's when I went and got these. Because I left the phone place. I said, listen, my dad's 76. He has to call. I got to get I'll do it tomorrow. Friday is for me. I'm present. No one can contact me. Can't even listen to my music. I'm already out. I was heading to the beach anyway. I'm going to do something for me and I'm going to listen. Oh, so you were thinking Hawaii. Of course, King. Sure. So there is this lovely Japanese shop and I love Japan. Actually, prior to me moving to Hawaii, I was going to move to Japan and I shared this. I had made a conscious decision that I was going to move. I only live where I want to live. I don't live somewhere because it's inexpensive. I don't live somewhere because my friends are there. I don't live somewhere because my family is there. I like to experience a place. I'm beyond vacationing. I will vacation and say, okay, I want to live here. Yeah, I'll do that 6 months or a year. No, that's a beautiful thing. Smiling, actually, the muscles in your face when you smile, it creates all these chemical reactions in your brain and your face that makes you feel good. So ain't nothing left to do but smile, Kang. So before I moved to Hawaii, where I live now, I was going to move to Tokyo or Bogota, Colombia, and Hawaii happened. However, I love Japan. I've been several times, and I enjoy it. And what I enjoy most about it is the society, the culture is something completely foreign to what any Native American would expect. And I love that. I love having to learn a new social structure, a new social society, a new structure of education. In Japan, teachers are one of the highest paid professions. You see how that changes the society when the teachers are one of the highest paid professions compared to the US, where it's the complete opposite. It's viewed differently. It's treated differently. Yes. It's regarded differently. Education is regarded differently. Safety, it's extremely safe. You don't have to be anything you don't want to be. I'm not forcing you to do anything you want to do, user. You are you. It's very safe. Very safe. And I enjoy the respect and how beautifully things are like packaged. You go into the grocery store and everything is packaged in beautiful, biodegradable packaging. And this is where, when I'm in conversation with individuals who haven't traveled as much as me, which most haven't, and they say, everybody is, the world is just, there's too much trash. You're only seeing it from where you are. That's not the entire world. In Japan, everything's, you don't even see trash. You don't even see trash. There is no trash on the ground. It is embedded within culture to recycle and take things that you brought in back with you. And the last time I was there, or when I took my niece her first trip outside the US. We went to Tokyo for 10 or 14 days. I sure am, RJ, and I know it. We went to Japan. I think she was 16 or 17, and the man that formerly stood by my side, I don't call anybody an ex. They are the men that formerly stood by my side. His father was a professor at the university in Japan, and he was like our translator for the entire time. And I said, I don't see any trash cans. Not even. Then why am I in America? America is the greatest country on the planet. Sure. I had asked him while we were out, especially on the subways, I said, I don't see any trash cans. He said, well, yeah, our belief is if you bring it, you'll take it away with you. So there's no trash receptacles within the subway system, because if you drink something or you bring a sandwich or you eat a candy bar, the belief is I brought it, I'll take it away with me. No one would just throw it on the ground, and they would just hold the wrapper until they got to a space where they could dispose of it, which I thought was a beautiful way of thinking. And so I regard Japanese society highly. Plus, their style is dope. And I'm dope. I'm amazing. So there is a large population within Hawaii and Hawaiian culture, Filipino culture, Japanese culture, Chinese culture, Thai culture. People do, RJ, just not where you are. People do. People do. I do that. So Eddie and RJ, you may be, what you don't see is that there are elements of that. I pick up trash. If I see trash on the ground, I just pick it up. I'm never wishing, and I'm always going to say this, I'm never going to say what people should do. I'm doing it. I'm not looking outside of what I'm doing, because that doesn't work. For me to say what people should do, my therapist says should doesn't mean anything. It's not an action. It's not an intention. It's not anything. So I'm never focused on someone who drops trash, because I know I'm there to pick it up. And I know there's others like me that will. So there's always a balance. To me, that's how I see it. It's my truth. It's not the truth. We all have our truths, and I seek to allow all these truths to exist. Well, so what? So what? So yeah, and maybe this is just how we see it from our perspective from this time in this moment. It doesn't make it fact. However, we'll move on from that. Yes. Okay, that's okay. Oh, sure. Again, sunshine time 345. That is your perspective, and I'm respectful of that. However, okay. So I went to my favorite Japanese shop after I left from the phone place, and I said, you know, I'm present. However, let me go check this place out. And there's someone who hand makes all of these cute little earrings here on the island. She hand makes them and supplies them at this shop here in Hawaii. And I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, they're like goldfish in a bag. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what else do you have for me? So let me show you what else. So yesterday was my time specifically with myself, because I just had my quiet time. And I said, it's time to get something for myself. So what else am I going to get? Then look how cute these are. Look at these cute water bottle earrings. Oh my gosh. This is why I'm so positive. You have to understand. This is like a new house, my perfect partner, and every currency in the world flooding all of my accounts at once. This is the equivalent. Like, how cute. They're so cute. They're absolutely adorable. I've never seen anything like this. It's water, the semblance of water. I know. Aren't they so cute? I am so happy. I saw these goldfish in the bag. I said, okay, I gotta get these. Then I saw the water bottles. I was like, okay, I gotta get those. And then I saw these cute little strawberries. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Give them all. I actually found more, but I like just pull everything I like. This is how I shop. I just take everything I like. If I like it, I take it. And then I start to filter it out. Like, do I love these or do I like them? If I love them, I'll take them. If I like it, it doesn't need to go home with me. So, yeah, that's the story of these. And then while I was in the shop, I am always this exciting. Like, every time I saw the earring, a new earring, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And the sales associate was like, I love your personality. Oh my gosh. So another young woman came in, and I am like just filled with elation. I went from the phone place to like, oh my gosh, the earrings, life is great, everything's working out, just jumping up and down in the store. I'm a good crazy, as I shared. I'm always, people would say, they wouldn't say Hope's crazy. They would say, oh yeah, Hope's crazy. I like Hope. That's how my crazy is. So as I'm jumping up and down about these earrings, I finalized the earrings that I would like, and I pay for them, and I leave, and I said, you know what? I'm just so excited. Thank you for this store existing. Thank you for showing up today, and thank you for just being you. I say that often because you never know. Maybe someone needs to hear that. I would love to hear that. I tell myself that. And the sales associate says, thank you. Your energy, like, it's just what I needed. Like, thank you for being you. And it was this whole thing. Thank you, RJ. Thank you. Because really, this is my existence. I'm trying to figure it out with a smile and some fly earrings, okay? So she said that, and then the other girl was like, yeah, I just feel your energy. Why not? I mean, listen, a lot of people are just going through life, which I understand. I'm not doing that. My life is fun. The moment it's not, that just means I can create more fun. And I've always said, I know what matters. My health matters. I have I call them my shareholders. They're my shareholders, but what is the other word? I'll call them my shareholders. It's 4 important people. But my parents are important. I like my parents. They like me. We have great communication. They are open to who I am developing as. That's important to me. They have great health. That's important to me. There was a time when my father had a stroke, and I saw the effects of stress and the effects of not having your health, and the effects of not being able to even pick up a pen, and the effects of not being able to walk, and the effects of not being able to talk. I don't take any of this lightly. That's what matters. Everything else, like, this is a bonus. This is why I'm so happy. However, that's what matters. My outfit and everything's always going to be fly because it's on me. However, I have my health. That's what matters. I have clarity of my thoughts. That's what matters. I'm always doing well, Mariah. Thank you. And I saw that you complimented my pink hair. Thank you. I caught your live yesterday. I saw you and your man were on live, so I do jump into your lives. Even Mariah Morgan sometimes does like, it wasn't Zumba, but you dance on your lives. And I'm like, get it, girl. So I see you. That's what matters. This other stuff, I'm not here to talk about stuff that doesn't matter and is out of my control. The moment someone comes to me, what did someone say to me this week? It was ridiculous. Like, well, the CEOs are gonna. I am not. Listen, do you really think about that? You think about that all day? That's like in your brain. That's like you carry that. Nah, I don't carry that. I don't carry that. I carry what is important and what matters and what is in my control at this moment. Someone came in the live and said, what do you think about it being a cashless society? I don't think about that. I don't think about that. Why would that be in my, You don't even think about that all the time. This may be a talking point, but this isn't a consistent thought that you hold for 24 hours in a day. If it is, that's a whole nother conversation, baby. However, this upbeat positivity is because that. Yeah, does that man, look at this. I ain't worried about that. You know, they're always out to get, who is that? Okay, sure. My best response is, okay, sure. I do not need to allow my energy to be tied in to some nonsense. When I tell you my health, my clarity of mind is at the forefront of my importance, that's it. Thank you, Mariah. Love you, girl. Keep dancing with your man. That's it. Something's not working out, something better's coming. And I just gotta live by that. Trust me, I'm there right now. I'm there right now. Even through all of this positivity, things are just doing what they do. And I'm encouraged because I'm showing up every day. And I'm encouraged because even the feedback of, you know what, Hope, your words just, I needed to hear that in that day. I'm encouraged because it is working out, even if I don't believe. But the fact is, I gotta believe it is. I put out good energy. I'm drinking my water. I'm riding my bike. I'm outside. I'm in the ocean. I'm feeling good. I know what's coming to me is great. The rest that don't have nothing to do with me. And here's the other thing. Because of how I feel about myself, that's how I show up in the world. I never enter a space with the thought of someone here does not like me. For whatever reason. You gonna love me? You gonna love me? What's not to love? Who wouldn't love Hope? I don't walk in and say they don't like me because I got pink hair. They don't like me because my beautiful glowing skin. They don't like me because everyone, listen, I'm not going anywhere with that thought. That's heavy. Let me check you right now and call you in. If you are carrying that, pray, release, meditate, journal, release that. That's heavy. And that will flood into every part of your life. If you think everywhere you go, people don't want you there, you need to question why you feel that. You need to question why you're carrying that. And you need to question why it affects you in every moment of your day. Because you have the ability to let it go. It's so much lighter. I'm not carrying that. I'm not caring because I'm a woman. They think this. I don't know what people think. That's a projection of what I think about myself. Matter of fact, let me share this. You won't ever know what people think. You know what you think. And some of that you got to question. But saying they think this about me, you don't know that. And here's another thing. So what? What do you think about you? I don't care what people think about me. I know how I show up in the world. So if there was a story about me, most individuals would say that doesn't align with how I know Hope. But even so, whatever you say about me, unless I actually feel it too, it doesn't affect me. So what? So what? I am. Thank you. Thank you, John. I am. So what? People don't like me. So what? Do you like you? They think I'm ugly. So what? Do you think you're ugly? They think I'm stupid. So what? Do you think you're stupid? Because often that may be why, and you're not. And if you think that, who told you that? Why do you feel that? Why are you still carrying that? Why are you still carrying that? Again, all it takes is so what? I often feel individuals are maybe not as loved and secured as they pretend to be. And maybe that's why I stand out. Because really, you could tell me anything, so what? My mom and dad loves me. And most of all, I love myself. So regardless of what you say about me, unless I actually feel it's true for me, it don't mean nothing to me. If you cut me off in traffic, so what? I don't think that you planned that out. If you ran over my foot with the grocery cart, so okay, well, maybe you just weren't being present. Just the effect for a person that you don't know to easily trigger you, anger you. That's a space that we can all work on. If anyone outside of you has the ability to take you out of your presence, then they control you. They control you. And emotional regulation is a superpower. It's a superpower because it may not be demonstrated often. However, when it is, it stands out. And my father would say, the moment that you raise your voice in an argument, the moment that you curse, the moment that you allow what someone else says to affect you, you've lost. Take yourself out of it. It's never about you anyway. It's always the perception of the other person. So if I know that, I can step back and take a breath. Oh, this isn't me. Oh, okay, that's an attack. Maybe they just want a response. Okay. And I'm to the point, Captain Kevlar, I don't even need to walk away. Like, I can listen. And, okay, well, that's, okay, sure. I can understand how that would be your perspective. And that's not mine, and that's okay too. So what is our end goal? Emotional regulation stems from really just knowing, understanding, loving, and liking yourself. However, if you don't love and like yourself, it will be difficult. Okay, RJ, let me tell you this again. Sure, I don't know that. Even that is just your perception. It's just perception. I don't know if people really know themselves. I've traveled a lot, so even that perception may not be true in Bangalore, India. That perception of what you said may not stand true in Beijing. That perception of what you said may not be true in Lexington, Kentucky. It's only our view and everything we've learned that allows us to make these perceptions of individuals. I don't know. It can be very easy to not love and like yourself, especially with things that happen in childhood and just life. I understand that part. That's a part of it. As I said, it's always the part of getting back to ourselves. It's always the journey back to oneself. It's never anyone else. It's you. You get to choose how you respond. You get to choose if you respond. You get to choose if a response is even deemed necessary. Why do you have a temper? Why are you so angry? You have to start there. Why are you so angry? What has not been released? Because anger is an emotion. It can be released. It doesn't, and even to label yourself that you have a temper, there's a spot there that can be worked on. As I said, there's really, for myself, what do I have to be so angry about? Not yet, knowledge G. I'm in the middle of a word, maybe at the end. I had a instance where a family member who often, who brought something up in me, and I felt it. And my therapist would say, note where you feel it. So I noted it. Whoa, okay, it's here and here. And she would say, does it feel warm? What is the shape? I said, wow, yeah, it feels warm. Oh, that's anger. Why am I angry? Oh, that's anger because this person took something from me. And I actually see it now on FaceTime. So I feel angry. I feel upset because I feel that I have been violated with my things being taken from me because it's mine. That angers me. Okay, I labeled it and I know why. Okay, let me release this. Great to see you, Rover 862. Let me release this. You know what I did? I went and I gotta show you because now I had to throw away my mop handle. I said, okay, I need to release this. Like I feel anger and I can let it pass through. What I learned, especially with my therapist, feelings are here for us to feel it and they pass. But if I say, I don't want to feel angry, that's not encouraging. That's not helpful to me. It's trying to tell me something, feel it, release it, and then it goes. That's it. I went and got my mop stick from my mop and I took a bunch of pillows and I set them up and I just hit the pillows really hard, like as hard as I could. Like, let me get this anger out. And it felt so good. And within less than 10 minutes, then it just passed. That was how I got it out. Like, yes, I do feel this anger. Okay. Do I want to journal? Let me journal this out. Okay. So I started to journal. I feel upset because, again, this has happened. It needs to come out. But if you don't allow it, if you don't label it and allow it to flow, it just builds. In fact, we don't have to do anything. Let me correct that. It can be beneficial to understand what you feel and why you're feeling it. Because there may be an intersection where we have stopped feeling. Or we don't allow because we say, I don't want to feel that. That's anger. I don't like that. That's bad. I saw someone in my family get angry and it has to go. So I took the mop handle and hit the pillows and it passed. And then I was like, clear again. Or I'll go run or I'll go outside or I'll journal. I can label it and get it out. However, for me to speak and show up this way, I have to. I have to. And this isn't often. This was with my sister, so this is ongoing. A person in the world doesn't have that ability to bring that to me. It needs to come out. You're not running from confrontation. It may be something from the past that was shown to you that you're fearful of. But if you begin running, you always have to run. Confrontation isn't uncomfortable. Confrontation is therapeutic. Confrontation is a conversation. You can change how you see it. Just reframe it. It does not need to be yelling, screaming, arguing, throwing bows. We ain't doing that. Maybe, and I tell this with potential partners, I tell the guys, listen, I was not in a household where people raised their voice. I didn't see my parents argue and cuss and hit each other upside the head with pots and pans. I didn't see that. I saw conversations. And that's how we handled things. So that's my expectation. Anything outside of that, I will not tolerate. It's uncomfortable and it's not how I engage. If you need time to sort it out, Hope, I need like 3 hours, 3 days, 3 minutes. Like, let's revisit this tomorrow. Fine. That is a mature way. I'm not acting out of my level of maturity at every time, at any time. I am extremely emotionally secure and mature. If you are not, that's beautiful. That's the space of growth. However, that may not be for me. Because tantrums are thrown by children who actually don't know any other way to express what they're feeling. That's what a tantrum is. That's when the voice is raised and when they're screaming and yelling and hitting the floor, because they actually don't know any other way to express. However, if it's not solved with the reapproach, then the goal has not been accomplished. So emotional maturity, emotional regulation. Now I'm writing this down. You have to really ask yourself, wait a minute, what is the goal? And that's with anything in life. What is the goal? The goal is for us to thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Mama Tony. Exactly. And there's been times in life where maybe that we were taught that to deny it or to deny ourselves. You're constantly taught that as a child. Finish your food. I'm full. No, you're not. That's how it starts. From a child, you're constantly taught to not trust yourself and not trust what you feel. It starts very young. And oftentimes it just builds and it's ingrained unless you consciously do the internal work. And feeling your feelings is powerful. They don't stay, they pass. I know, and I'll speak for myself, at times I have felt like if I feel this, it'll feel like this forever. No, it won't. It won't. Nothing is forever. It's here, let it speak to you, and then it passes. Feel it. Let the expression of tears flow, like me in T-Mobile yesterday. Like, okay, yeah, that just needed to go. And in fact, tears start this chemical reaction that aids in healing and with your brain. There's a beautiful science behind how tears create the space for better feelings and just healing within the body. However, sometimes we have to be reminded that it is under our control. We can teach ourselves. We can learn. We can do better. Because I ain't yelling. I ain't getting all up out of head. We ain't doing that. I'm a child of a post-traumatic stress disorder survivor. My father was a Vietnam War vet. That is in my DNA. My father is kind and gentle. He's a beautiful soul. I'm a daddy's girl. This is why I can say all of this to these men, because I've been loved and respected and treated like a human being by the first man in my life. I understand that's not a gift that all of us have experienced. I understand that. And that's a powerful space, because I'm not looking for a replacement. I have a father. I have myself. And jokingly, when gentlemen come on into the live and say things, I truly am only with you because I want to be. It's not for any other action than I appreciate you. I appreciate your spirit, your soul, how we get along, how we add, the foundation we're building, how we're growing. Outside of that, y'all are around, but y'all aren't that great. I am great. We can be great together. But I don't need validation from a man to give me my worth. And that comes from a space of love. This is not in any way negating the beauty of what masculinity is. It's a beautiful thing. However, the beauty in recognizing what you are is the goal. I don't need to see myself through your eyes to see me. I see me. I love me. I like me. I trust me. I believe in me. I listen to me. I forgive me. I support me. I'm safe with me. What's up, York? And I'm saying this to remind you. Say that to yourself. I see you. Thank you, C-Los. Thank you. I know you see me too. You see why I can say all of that? Because, yeah, I have compassion for any person who does not have that in their story. Of the saying of, yeah, I wish I had that. I understand that too. Because I'm Hope, yes. I have a series of friends, and there was a time, I've never said this, when I lived in London, and my dad would call me, and because I talk to my parents all the time, I do, a couple times a week. So much so that my mom says, girl, what do you want? And that's really how she talks. Because I'll call her like, Mom, how you doing? She'll say, go do something. Well, I am. I'm calling you. That's what I'm doing. Girl, I'm in the middle of feeding your father. Okay. All right, Mom. How about tomorrow? Can we schedule a time? And my family is hilarious. They are hilarious. I'm very blessed. However, when I was living in London, most of my girlfriends did not have that same story. And there was a time where I wouldn't always pick up my dad's calls because they did not have that story. And for some reason, I allowed that to create a space of discomfort. Where when I'm talking to my dad, they're feeling bad. I don't know how they're feeling. They never told me that. I did that to myself. And that's where I shared, you don't know what's going on in people's minds. They may not even be thinking about me talking to my father. But I gave myself that limitation. Because they don't have great relationships with their fathers, it may be uncomfortable for them. I didn't even ask them. I just created that. Hope, come on. And I've learned from it. However, to see yourself. And as much as I'm sharing these words, I'm sharing it with myself. Like, look, I'm in a character building part of the journey. And at the same time, I have received these beautiful opportunities. They're goldfish in a bag. Aren't they so cute? Aren't they so cute? Forget Gautier or Givenchy. I don't care about that. I want these. You give me these, man, you got me. If you give me a bunch of these, oh, man, you got me. Yeah, we do. And sharing is caring. However, often we may limit ourselves from sharing. And you never know how your journey can help someone else's. You never know. And the beauty in that, of the honesty. because you see me show up every day because this is what I love to do. This is what I do as a profession. And I'm firmly in the faith of this is it. Let me share some other truth with you. I have firmly, just a minute. I love to fly. If anyone's new to my life, I was a flight attendant. I was a flight attendant for 15 years. Anyone who's new to my life, I was a flight attendant for 15 years. Now 60 plus countries traveled, lived outside the US, blah, blah, blah. And I loved doing it. Prior to that, I had some other jobs, but I didn't have too many. I kind of went from working at my dad's office. That's really where I learned to speak, because he would like train us on the phones. Yeah, The Fifth Element is that I like the part in The Fifth Element at the opera where the lady with all of the things coming out of her head is like, oh. Okay. Working for my dad, I was a makeup artist. I worked at my cousin's office. He was an insurance adjuster. I did modeling, but I've only done things I love to do. I've never done a job just for money. Never. In fact, my parents wouldn't let me work in high school. They would always say, your job is to be the best student. Whatever you need, we can get it for you. You don't need a job, a summer job. You good. College, I don't even think they let me work. I don't know. Anyway, I said all that to say, I only know how to work at things I love to do. And you can also find a space of loving the process, even if you don't like it. So you may not like working at the Piggly Wiggly, but you may appreciate the benefits and getting free produce. What do you mean you messed up, Captain? What do you mean? What do you mean you messed up in high school? High school is to be messed up in. Everyone messed up. I didn't even walk with my class for high school, and I was in the smartest kids. I shared this from 7th to 12th grade because I was always talking. So what? Means nothing. High school means nothing. No, I am not from the South. Don't ever, no, I'm from California originally. So when I decided to step away from flying, well, that's okay. It brought you here to share that. So, and that was also my parents. They wouldn't allow me to work. In fact, I went and got a job at Mimi's Cafe because my friend worked there. And then my dad said, okay, go tell them tomorrow that you're quitting. And I was like, Dad, they just hired me. He said, yeah, but I told you can't work. So you have to go quit. And that was a character building experience. Are you starting to see a little bit about my upbringing? So when I chose to take the retirement from flying, which I was ready to do, I was ready to leave flying. I had been telling my family for about 3 years, y'all better go. So, Mag, you need to start standing in yourself. So, it doesn't mean anything. Y'all, did you hear what I was talking about? Do y'all like and love where y'all from? Then say, oh, okay, then yeah. But so, I have a lot of family in the South, and I'm gonna leave it there. So when I retired from flying, and I took a year off to just live, and I said, I'm going to do that. I am leaving. I took my retirement. I will take a year off. I am not thinking about what I'm doing next. I am just going to live beautifully, do whatever I want. And in that time, I will formulate what is next. And that was my gift to myself, because how often can you just say, I'm gifting you, what's up, Nick NY? Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sure. Exactly. To me, none of that means anything. Where you're, it doesn't mean anything. Oftentimes, my belief is individuals put a lot of, they put a lot of power in that, and I don't. Sure. Well, I know, I also love that I've traveled so much that I know the grocery chains throughout the U.S. So I know in the South it would be the Piggly Wigglies. If it's like the West Coast, it may be Vons or Save Mart or something else. If it's the Northeast, it would be, what's that one in Illinois? If it's in New York, it would be Pathmark or something. So that's why I said that. So yeah, I said, I'm not going to just work for money. This time, this is giving back. This is the legacy time. I've already done that. This is legacy. This is a gift. And I will only do what I love to do. Because when I love to do it, I'll do it regardless if you pay me or not. And that's where mastery comes in for me. Because I love it so much. It's been fantastic and it's getting better in every way, Weeks Jalen. So I can understand, I completely understand the thought of, I do this for the financial reward. It just becomes uncomfortable when the financial reward isn't enough. So you don't even like what you're doing, and the reward that you get from what you're doing isn't enough to supplement you. That's like a double negative for me. This is just my perception, my perspective. It is not the law, okay? Right, so when I did start speaking, no. And I wouldn't. It's done. No, I don't want to do that. That chapter is done. I'm completely out of that mode. It's a lifestyle. It's not like just going back. I mean, my body is used to being in my bed. My body is used to being on the ground somewhat. I'm still getting used to the ground. So no, and I wouldn't. This is it. So to do what you love or to build something off of what you love is a completely different feeling. Because I'm there. Where it's the faith and the belief and the work. Thank you, Weeks Jalen. Thank you. It's yeah, I'm not doing it. I always say this, ask my parents. I'm not doing what I don't want to do. Now, I can challenge myself and find some creativity in the method. However, I love everything I do. If I'm drinking water, I love drinking water. If I'm eating food, I'm only creating and eating what I love. If I'm wearing something, I'm wearing what I love. I don't just wear anything because it's comfortable. That's dumb to me. This is how you feel this energy. Everything is intentional. Everything. Down to my earrings. And even with this, I keep saying, and I really want to tell my hopefuls and the followers, the opportunity that was announced to me last week, and it's so far the largest opportunity of my speaking career. And it's coming at this time of just transformation and change. And this is 3 years. I've been at this, what you're seeing now is like kind of 3 years, maybe 2021. Because I left the airline this time 2020. So I took a year off, so about 2 years. And the phases of that, the phases of, okay, I'm doing it again. The phases of, okay, I'm on the schedule. I'm showing up. It is going to be uncomfortable. That's a part of it. It will be different because it's new. It will be a learning process, and it's for me. So what? I'm confident enough to say I know what's for me. I love change. I love change. I'm comfortable with change, but also as a flight attendant, everything was change. I'm comfortable with change. I'm comfortable with moving somewhere new. I'm comfortable with learning a language. I'm comfortable with meeting new people, speaking to new people, trying new things. And I had picked up some coconuts. Yes, thank you, Captain Kevlar. I hope to see you again. Love that you came. My coconut provider, that's what I call him. I rode my bike over and picked up some coconuts. Thank you, Captain. And he said, put your kickstand down. I said, oh, it's wobbly. He was like, well, what do you mean? And my bike like fell over. And thank you. I love the sunflowers. He was like, why don't you tighten it? I said, to tell you, I'm new at all of this. Like, my dad would do this. He said, you're really girly, aren't you? I was like, sure. However, I'm open to learning how to do these things. I just don't do them. I just got some basic tools. Usually I'll employ someone or someone will do it for me. However, I'm open to learning. It's not like I'm pushing it away. I'm open to learning. This stuff is kind of new to me. This is the first time where I've had like a home where I have to walk outside and get the mail from a mailbox. I've been in apartment buildings with elevators. These things are new. And I'm comfortable saying that because I'm open to learning and I love change. However, yeah, if you ask me to mow a lawn, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. My dad would do it, or we had a gardener. For me, I will happily employ someone to do that. It's hot outside. No, that's not for me. I know what's for me. That, or the weed whacker thing. I love that law, Eddie. Listen, I've been living by that law my whole entire life, Eddie. Okay? And that's also the thing. People would say, oh, Hope, I'll do it for you. Thank you. I'll get you a glass of water. I'll make you some fresh juice. I'll even write you a lovely handwritten note. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, like chop wood. No, that's not for me. What you're hearing, this is me. But I'm not going to do that. I'm open to learning. But I know what's for me. Okay? I know what's for me. And just the beauty and the confidence of showing up as you. Like, this ain't a joke. How you see me show up like this. I'm like this. And someone had said, I went to give him a high five. And he was like, whoa. Like, I feel your energy. It's like a lightning bolt. I said, oh, well, thank you for telling me, because I don't know. I'm just living it. I don't know. Now I see why some people would be put off. Because positivity, or just feeling confident and within your space, may not be the normal current of things. And that's okay. However, we are all here for some reason. I don't know what reason. And I really love human beings. Like, I can talk a lot because I'll talk to anyone. I'm so interested. There's something for me to learn. And I saw my father do this. You'll hear me talk about my daddy a lot. I love my father. And I saw how just the universe and life responded to him because he was open. The beauty of the transition. It is all working out perfectly. Everything is perfectly planned. Everything is falling into space, place. And you are doing a good job. You are. If Hope says it, listen, it's Hope is speaking, but Hope is speaking. It's a double, really, it's a triple entendre. To just support yourself and say, yeah, I made it today. I made it to this moment. And I will continue. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. I love when a man does that too. And I remember there was a gentleman and he would stop and take these pauses and I would say, well, what's wrong? He said, no, I'm just thinking. And I thought, yeah. He's just thinking. I don't have to just, I could think. It was like this whole, it was like, whoa, I could take time to think. Thank you for noting that, because there was a time where there was discomfort for me to just sit and think about my phrase or think about what's the best word selection or where am I taking this. Now I use it as a thank you 1%. I appreciate you too. I appreciate all of you because as I said, I'm going to keep saying it, I'm on this journey. There's something that you will see within the next 90 days and you will understand why I did not reveal it to you. However, I am going to keep going. I will continue to say this because sometimes I think, what am I doing? Why do I think this voice is like, I'm no longer even plugging into that. It's here. It's happening. And it's happening for you. The fact that you're resonating with whatever I'm saying, even if you spent 1 second in here, you're a part of it, and I appreciate you. And you're a part of this global collective, and we are okay. Regardless of what transpired, we're okay. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Please add me to your prayer list. Please put Hope, HOPE in all capitals. Okay. I have a prayer list. I have a meditation list. I have an affirmation list. I have all of that. So thank you. I appreciate all of the well wishes, all of the prayers, and all of the thoughts. Because it's necessary for us all. We're all bouncing these vibrations off of each other. So now I'm gonna go give the rest of my clothes away. I'm really telling you, I'm in a full transition, and when I transition, I really just like toss everything. Yeah, thank you, and you're welcome. Encouragement is needed for us all in every moment. Thank you. I'll be posting more. I've been, on the weekend, I typically don't come on because I'm living my life. However, I do this. I really do this. I'm here to show you this is real for me. This is kind of practice, but this is therapeutic. And I'm speaking to myself as much as I'm speaking to you. And I needed to hear the words that I shared today to myself. Because I'm trusting the process. And in the meantime, you're always going to see me with some fly accessories like these. And let me show you again. Thank you. My water bottles. I can't wait to wear these. Oh my gosh. Do you just see how cool? This is why I say I'm like the coolest mofo in the world. These earrings, when I saw these water bottle earrings, I said, oh my gosh, life has hit its pinnacle. Life has hit its pinnacle with these earrings. And then my other niece was like, no, wear these today. So this is where I'm at. I love you all. I came on. Maybe you'll see me again today. You may see me tomorrow. Things are picking up with some beautiful developments, so I may just be on daily. If you don't see me on here, you know I upload all of my lives onto my YouTube, which is Hope is Speaking. So if it's almost like a podcast, basically. So if you don't catch me on my lives, you can go to YouTube, Hope is Speaking, daily TikTok lives, they're all there. I also have meditations. I also have affirmations. I also have, I'm posting something about my Indian sweat lodge that I participate in once a month. And just revealing the other parts of me that I'm ready to share. Because I thought my intention was just to speak. However, Hope is Speaking. I want you to see all of it, or the parts of my life that are important and maybe helpful with my impeccable design taste, as well as me foraging, me hiking, me going for a barefoot walk in the forest. Peace and blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it is York 2700. Thank you. So you can check me out there. As I said, watch this space because you will see. Yeah, it's less than 120 days away. I will tell you. I just won't tell you yet. I want the anticipation to build. But it is quite a large stage that I've been confirmed to speak on. And it has been on a dream and goal list of mine probably for about 20 years. And it's happened. So regardless what is happening, it's all happening. And I'm trusting the process. Thank you for anyone and everyone that's enlightened, and loved by the words that I speak. And it will keep getting better. Okay? So I always close with, be the reflection of love for what you are, because we all come from infinite sources of love. We do. Show up like I showed up. Show up. When you show up, make it look good. You know, put on your ear screws. That's what my granny would call it. She would say, girl, go get my ear screws. That's okay, granny, they're earrings. No, girl, they ear screws. Show up with your finest ear screws and trust the process. Trust the process. Also, while I was in the store yesterday, ear screws. Yeah, my granny, you know the old timers. I love them. I was telling someone at a store yesterday, I said, I'm trusting the process, and I'm just walking, and another expression of a tear came out of my eye, and then, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be all right. I said, that's perfectly placed. Everything is going to be all right. So continue. Go get you some ear screws. Enjoy the day. I love you. And I'm going to re-dye my hair. I will see you. Thank you. Ciao.